Warning: the following context may include scary sequences of light horror and many thrills. Some gruesome descriptions involving children may be present in some chapters. Some material may be unsettling to certain audiences. But don't worry, everything will be okay. Probably. Chapter 24: The Dead Town. Connor's Perspective. Dixie's leg is bandaged top to bottom. Her fingernails dig deep into my palms as she tenses with pain. All I can do is tell her she'll be okay, but with the amount of blood that she's lost, I'm not sure what will happen to her. In an attempt to keep her calm, I try not to tell her how bad her wounds really are. 5 huge gashes pierce various locations of her leg. 3 pirates work together to decrease the bleeding. All I can do is wait. The ship sways as the night grows darker. I sit at the bedside where Dixie sleeps. They got the bleeding to stop and gave her a healing potion. I don't understand how they have so many potions. They said that her healing would most likely take a while since the injuries were so severe. I hold her hand, staring at the person who has never given up on me, even when I was selfish, snobby, and honestly just straight up rude, and she remained considerate. "How's she holding up?" Blackbeard asks me, leaning on the door frame. "Still breathing," I sigh. I shouldn't have let her jump. "She seems like quite the determined young lady," he laughs softly. "I'm not sure you'd be able to stop her. And she knows how important it was to try. And she did get the necklace, did she not?" "She did," I say, looking back at her pale face. Her lips are finally getting color back in them, though. I don't want to make her efforts for nothing. We have to keep moving to collect other items. My head drops to my hands, buried in my palms. Blackbeard lays a hand on my shoulder. "We can watch her. Let her rest here for a day. Come back and get her, then go on your way." I hesitate to respond. These pirates haven't given me any reason not to trust them, but leaving Dixie here, unprotected and vulnerable, just feels wrong. But, on the other hand, staying here would cause us to lose time and probably lose our progress. We only have 2 more days before the items return to their original places, and the walk to the dead town is nearly half a day. "Promise me she'll be safe," I sigh, knowing what I have to do. Blackbeard gives me a firm nod. "You have my word." With one look at Dixie, I lean forward to whisper goodbye. "Don't die, Dixie," I tell her. "I'll come back for you soon." I swing the backpack over my shoulder, make sure I have all the items we've collected so far, and prepare to return to the town I dread. After a few hours of sleep, I am dropped off at shore, and by midday I've finally reached the outskirts of the dead town. I can feel my skin crawling before I've even entered. All the memories of running, screaming, and falling flash through my mind. The unnerving sound of their cries, the gnashing of their teeth, the brittle pain from their nails as they reach out to scratch you. The cut down my neck hasn't even fully healed, and here I am heading back in. I pull out the paper and see what I'm looking for. It's an old picture of Lydia's family. For the first time ever, this item has a clue. That's a relief, because how the heck am I supposed to find a picture in an entire neighborhood when I don't even know what the people look like? Besides the item listed is an address. I take a deep breath and evaluate the town. No zombies are visible at the moment. I'm sure they're deeper into the buildings. I tighten the backpack straps, take a deep breath, and step foot into the town of horror. Searching for any possible weapon, I walk around a parking lot to a gas station. The concrete is broken up with cracks and holes, and broken glass from the windows covers the ground. Not that I'm a fan of entering a creepy gas station in a zombie town, but there aren't any weapons out here, and I'm quite vulnerable. So inside I go. The doors are boarded up and locked, so I lay my backpack on the broken shards of glass in the busted window, using it to shield my hands as I jump through. The shelves are mostly knocked over, leaning on each other like dominoes. Canned beans, soups, and fruits are scattered everywhere, along with moldy bread and other preservative foods. I stash a couple of canned soups and beef jerky packs in my bag. A horrifying, gargling roar comes from outside. Quickly hopping to my feet, I run behind some shelves. Broken shards of metal and pipes sit in the corner across the room. I hear the footsteps of zombies getting closer. There are probably 3 or so. I try to hold still, praying they'll just pass by. But given that this maze seems to have it out for us, I doubt that'll happen. With whatever courage I have, I bolt to the other side of the room, grabbing 2 metal pipes. The zombies hear me and run to the doors and windows. Screeches and groans echo through the building. I look anxiously around for some back door I can escape through, but with everything knocked over and moved around, it's hard to tell. A loud bang of metal and glass hitting the floors makes me jump as I see that a zombie has gotten through the window. With charging, stretched out hands, it runs towards me. I know I don't have any other options, so I charge too. With as much power as I can muscle up, I stab the pipe through its throat, pull it out, and then whack its head. To my surprise, the head flies off, splattering blood all over the floor. Trying to keep down the meal that the pirates gave me, I cover my mouth. The body sways for a few seconds, then falls when I kick it. I continue looking and finally find a back door. Hitting the lock with one of the pipes, I break the door open. Good timing, too, because 2 more zombies climb in through the window. Slamming the door behind me, I run deeper into the town. Searching for street signs, I run roughly 5 blocks, trying to stay as quiet as possible. Finally reaching the address, I jog up the porch steps and peer through the musty window on the front door. It looks clear, so I enter. The house is mostly intact, just dusty and covered in cobwebs. I searched the main floor, but didn't find any pictures, just furniture and a few toys. I carefully walk up the stairs, doing my best not to make them squeak. The bathroom is empty, too. Across the hall is a bedroom full of dead plants and a bed with a dusty comforter. I check under the bed, on the shelves, and in the drawers. Tucked away in a little box in the closet is the broken picture of a family of 4. A sigh of relief exits my mouth as I wrap the picture in an old towel from the bathroom and place it in my backpack. Now, to get back to Dixie. Chapter 25. Return to the Castle. Tori's Perspective. Tune in tomorrow.